Take your life into your hands, make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep on moving on to meet your goal. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Dr. Mansa Musa, thank you for joining us. Good deal, good deal. Mr. Intentions, thanks for joining us today. Hey, today is a great day for living, sharing, and being alive. Hey, that's an affirmation. All day, just go through the day just saying that. Today is a great day for living, sharing, and being alive. Today is a great day for living, sharing, and being alive. Write it down. It can transform your attitude. I want to thank many of you. Our book sales are doing great. We've been getting a lot of feedback and a lot of comments from folks who are getting our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. And literally, it's on Amazon. It's on wherever you buy books, it's available. Mr. Intention, all right, Opulent 57, thanks for joining us. Wow, you know, you all are some great folks. I appreciate you every day because you make me know that it's important that what we do is done. Today, you know, our usual website, a lot of folks have been going to our website, www.12, the number 12 ULS, and getting a copy of the book and getting the audio book. That's 6 hours of recorded information. So even if you have a copy, get another copy. Go to www.12, the number 12 ULS, and get your copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success Super Achiever Edition. And let me tell you, even if you get it on Amazon or any other website, send me a copy of the receipt, Herbert@herbertharris.com, and we'll send you the free audio book. Today is success thought number 48. And we've been, for the last couple of weeks, we've been really dwelling with vision and creativity, how your vision is so critical because your vision, and especially your imagination, is not limited by your condition. And so whatever situation you're in right now, really, I won't say it doesn't matter, but let's say it does not have to define you. In our Saturday Success Mentorship class, we talked about the fact that you definitely cannot change the past. You can act in the future, but you can always create a new ending for your life. You can create a new future for yourself. And so one of the keys towards creating this new future for yourself is your creativity. You know, exposure and creativity gives you the ability to see more. When you can see more, when you can see more, you can be more. One of the great values of traveling is you get a chance to see things. When we went to Egypt with Dr. Ben, we went there to study with him and to actually see the pyramids. A picture was one thing, but to actually to see the pyramids, to actually go inside the pyramid at Giza, or to see the step pyramids, Abu Simbel, I mean, it gave us a whole nother life, a whole nother consciousness. And you had to stand in awe and say, my gosh, 5,000 years ago, these people were able to create construction feats that can't even be duplicated today. I doubt that we can make a pyramid. The Great Pyramid has over 2 million stones with an average weight of 5,000 pounds. Okay? And it has stood the test for over 5,000 years. So if you had not gone there and seen it, it gave you a whole nother perspective. So exposure is critical. So the more you can see, the more you can be. Go somewhere different. Do something different. Increase your creativity, because where your creativity leads, your reality can follow. So we're looking at, from the chapter in the book on vision, 3 steps to increase your creativity. And number 1 is to believe it can be done. Believe it can be done. Before anything can be accomplished, you must first believe it can be done. I guarantee you that many of you who are listening today on Instagram or on YouTube, there have been times when you wanted to do something and it seemed impossible. And maybe you even shared it with somebody and they poo-pooed it. Okay. Anything that undermines your belief that you can accomplish what you desire to accomplish will set you back, will undermine your results. So believe that it can be done. This belief sets the mind in motion to find a way to do it. One of the great, in changing people's, you might say their paradigm. I had the honor once of studying with Tony Robbins and walking on the coals. And one of the things that I loved, he used to say, when a person says, I can't do it, the moment you make a statement like that, you have put up a negative vibration in your consciousness. Henry Ford says, if you believe you can or you believe you can't, you're right. So the moment you say, I can't do it, you've like put up a wall. It's impossible. Tony used to say, okay, all right. Well, if you could do it, how would it be done? So that gives you a way to go beyond the reality of the challenge that you're having. So right now, let's just say, for example, you're broke. You say, I don't have any money. My finances are like jacked. Okay. Well, you can say, if I had money, what would my life be like? If I had money, I'd have this particular house. If I had money, man, I'd have a nice, comfortable state of mind. If I had money, how would my life be? If I were in a good relationship, what would it look like? This presupposes that you believe it can be done. Whatever the mind believes is true, is true. The first law of success says, a mind shall have whatsoever it thinks in its heart. Believing something can be done paves the way for your creative imagination to find ways to do it. Think back on the 4-minute mile. There was a time when people can really justify their limitations and justify negative thinking. Nobody had run a 4-minute mile according to, the standards back in the 1950s. And there were all kinds of explanations of why a person could not run a 4-minute mile until this fellow Bannister ran a 4-minute mile. He believed he could do it. And so whatever your challenges are right now, whatever's confronting you, believe that you can overcome them. Whatever it is, say, hey, if I did have the money, this is what I would do. If I could overcome this challenge, this is how I would act. So number one, to increase your creativity, believe it can be done. Number two, this is a biggie, folks. Eliminate the word impossible from your vocabulary and from your thinking. Eliminate the word impossible from your vocabulary and from your thinking. When you say, or when you believe something is impossible, your mind sets out to prove why it cannot be done. When you say, man, I could never have that kind of success, your mind sets out to prove that you can't. When you say, man, I could never attract that kind of wealth into my life, your mind moves to prove that you can't. And so remove the word impossible from your vocabulary and from your thinking, because the moment you put that word, that thought, that vibration into the equation, it negates everything you put on the other side of it. Change it to everything is possible. Someone would say, Dr. Harris, that's not true. Everything is not possible. Yes, it is. It just may not have been done yet. If we look back on some of the great miracles, some of the great developments we have. Opulent says something beautiful. Impossible, transform it to I'm possible. You see that? The word impossible, break it up and transform it to I'm possible. Everything is possible. It simply may not have been done yet. It's possible to invent the light bulb. Edison did it. Nobody had it before. They said it was impossible. It was done. Talk about Edison. You know, they told him, Mr. Edison, you have failed to identify a filament for over 5,000 times. Why don't you quit? He said, I've never failed. I have successfully identified 5,000 ways that do not work. So when you eliminate the word impossible, so everything is possible. It's possible for you to be happy. It's possible for you to be wealthy. It's possible for you to achieve anything you desire if you believe and act on that belief. Number 3, always be receptive to new ideas. You know, sometimes our ego can make us, I don't know, build a wall around us, you know, depending on who says it. Well, I can't believe it unless so-and-so says it. I can't believe it unless you got more degrees than a thermometer. If a dog barks the truth, pay attention. Do not just hear new ideas, but listen to them intently. Sometimes our ego can set up such blocks that because the person saying it may not have a particular qualification, they may be a different race, they may be a different ethnicity, but we set up a negation plane in our minds so that whatever they're saying, we don't hear it. So whenever you hear new ideas, don't just hear, but listen. Excuse me. Listen intently. Analyze the new ideas fully and completely. Detach it from who said it or gave it, but look at the idea independently. Focus on how and why it works. Focus on how this particular idea may be a benefit for you. So just think about this. We talked about travel. When I wanted to go to Egypt, it cost a lot of money at that time. It was an educational junket with Dr. Ben. And my friend at the time was telling me that, you know, like, man, that's a lot of money. You know, you could buy this, you could buy that. But I said, I just had this feeling inside that I wanted to see Egypt, see what it looked like. And so we sacrificed and we spent the money and we went. I took my son. He was about 13 at the time. The beauty of it was it gave him such an expansive view of the world. It gave me an expansive view of the world. So I say that to you, that there's something that you want to know about, someplace you want to see, something you want to experience. Well, go for it. Make the sacrifice. You see, when new ideas come to you, they come out of the ether, out of the superconscious mind. Be open and receptive. I also just add to this, go someplace you've never been before. I say at least once a month. It don't have to be a major road trip. Don't have to take a lot of people. Go someplace you've never been before. See something you've never seen before. Read something you've heard about and read about and seen in the newspaper. Just follow up a little bit. But develop this attitude that you have the power to learn, to practice, to master anything you desire. When you can do this, folks, you have the ability to really lay a foundation for a new life, a new world, a new state of consciousness. Ooh, let's just take a deep breath. Let's review what we said this morning and then let's go for it. 3 ways, 3 steps to improve your creativity. 1, believe it can be done. 2, eliminate the word impossible from your vocabulary and from your thinking. And 3, always be receptive to new ideas. When you can do those things, then you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You can have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Dr. Herbert Harris saying, see you tomorrow morning about 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Eastern, every Monday through Friday. Here we go. Let's sing it out. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. See you tomorrow morning, same time, same station.